Hey you guys, so today I'm on my way to get my eyebrows microbladed. So I'm so excited. I always say that, so excited. I'm trying to stop saying that. Anyway, my cousin is going to be doing my eyebrows. She lives in St. Louis and she is a brow tech, I guess that's what you call it. And her eyebrows are always bomb, like bomb.com. And I thought that they were her natural eyebrows. And so I hit her up one day like, cousin, your eyebrows are bomb. And she told me that she does them. I don't know if she do them herself. Well, she told me that she has she does this for a living. And I kind of knew she did it for a living. But because she lives in St. Louis, I didn't know that she does it when she comes home. Like, I can't drive. Come on. Guys, I have road rage sometimes. This lady is driving so slow. My goodness. That's a man. But anyway, yeah, so I am about to get me some gas because I got to drive a little far. And I will be updating you guys on my process, so stay tuned. Hello everybody, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today we have a very different video, but of course I'm going to incorporate finances in it some kind of way. Any type of video that I do, no matter what it is, I'm gonna talk about finances. So this is the long-awaited video of my microblading experience. And it's not really microblading, it's ombre experience. My cousin clarified it for me. So if you want to hear about my ombre experience, just go ahead and stay tuned. Okay, so if you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I talk about all things finance with an emphasis on budgeting, saving, and paying off debt. And I upload new videos every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and sometimes Sunday. So I would really love for you to subscribe. We have a lot of fun over here. At least I try to make it fun. But we are definitely a community, and I would love for you to subscribe. I would love to see you week after week. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So maybe about a couple of years I have wanted to get my eyebrows microbladed. I saw someone, well, of course I've seen a lot of people who've had them microbladed, and I wanted to do it. When I first heard about what the price would be, I was kind of like, no, I don't want to pay. It's too much. I guess I'll just continue to draw my eyebrows on. And then I continued to, stay on Instagram, scrolling, and I would always see my cousin's eyebrows, and her eyebrows were just flawless. And she started doing eyebrows or microblading ombre on the side. And so I thought that was really cool, but then my cousin lives in St. Louis. So I was like, oh man, she lives in St. Louis, so oh well, whatever. But then I hit her up and I was like, hey, I wanted to inquire about the microblading or ombre. She corrected me when I went to go get them done this past Saturday. She was like, no, it's ombre, it's not microblading. I really don't know what the difference is. I didn't ask her what the difference is, but I don't know. One is microblading, one is ombre. Anywho, I asked her for the price, and she told me, she said,
oh, it's $400. And so when she told me, I was like, ooh, 400, like, ooh, yikes.
So I was gonna say, never mind. But then I said, if I can save over time, then I'll be able to get them done. I mean, I could take $400 from my check and I can go and get them done as well. However, I don't think that would be the very best decision to make. I think that when you're going to purchase anything large, I think it's very wise to save for it over time, then that way it doesn't feel like so much of a hit when you go and spend that large amount of money, be it 400, 500, 6, 1,000, 2,000, whatever. I think it's very wise for you to save a little bit over time. So I knew that she was going to be out here in the month of January, and I think I talked to her in November. So I said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit aside per paycheck, and I'll pay my deposit, and then she'll be out here, and then I'll pay the full amount. So that's essentially what I did. It did cost $400, but I did save over time in order to meet the $400. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about my experience. So I got them done last Saturday, and I was very excited. I drove over to where she was, and the very first thing that she did is she drew the shape of my eyebrows. She kind of asked me how did I want them. I let her know that I wanted a nice arch. I wanted it to fit my eye, and that's basically what I want. So it took her about maybe 40 minutes to draw the shape. So that's what she did first. Then we started to ombre. So she had this tool, and I laid back on like a massage chair, and she started to draw in my eyebrows with this tool. Okay. So she started on the end, and then she worked her way up. When she started on the end, I didn't feel anything. She put numbing cream on my eyebrows first, and then she started to ombre on the end. I didn't really feel much of anything. I was like, oh, this is good. This is cool. I don't really feel anything. I'm good. But then once she kind of got up here to the middle part, that's when it began to become uncomfortable. I don't want to say that it hurt. I want to say that it was very uncomfortable. And yes, it did feel like a tattoo. It did sound like a tattoo. You kind of just felt this like needle just kind of poking at your eye. Well, your above your eye, kind of like this. And so, like I said, I don't want to say that it hurt. I want to say that it was uncomfortable. I want to say that it was bearable. I am not good with pain. Let me tell you. Me and pain, we don't mix. So if I was able to do it, trust me, you can do it too. So first she did this eye, and then she did this eye, and she kind of put like a light coat over it, if you will. And I went, and she wanted me to go and take a look at them and see if this is kind of how I wanted them, because at this particular point she was still able to make any changes if needed. So I went, I looked at them, and I told her, well, she did this one first, and I said, this is amazing, I love it, let's keep going. So then she did this eye. Now this eye was giving her a little bit of a problem. I guess sometimes your skin, depending upon your type of skin, it may not take the ink so well. So over here it took the ink great, but over here she had to keep kind of going over the same area because my skin wasn't taking it. But after a while, my skin took it, and we were done. So it took probably about maybe 2 to 2.5 hours for her to complete the whole process. After that, we were done. That was it. And I go back to see her or she's going to come back out here in April to kind of go over them. So let me go ahead and talk about the process after, because I think this is very important, and this is where some people may get discouraged, I guess. So she gave me this card here, and I want to show you guys a card. So she gave me this card, and it kind of gives you care for how you're gonna care for your eyebrows. Okay, so this is what I'm doing for 10 days. Well, first, before I get to this, let me show you my brows. So this is my brows right here. I don't have on any makeup. I might be oily because my skin gets very oily, and it's been a long day. So these are my brows. So I hope you guys can see them. I have my light on so you can kind of see it on my head because that's how oily I am. But overall, you can see those are my brows, okay? I think I have a little bit of skin here, but she told me don't touch it, so I'm not going to touch it. I love them. When I left, I was like, oh my gosh, best decision ever. If you are thinking about getting your eyebrows microbladed or ombre, do it. I'm gonna tell you, do it. I absolutely love it. Best decision I could have ever made. I'm kind of upset that I waited this long, actually. I feel like once they're done, I mean, I've gotten compliments on my eyebrows. Some people is like, oh, I didn't notice, because when I do draw on my eyebrows, I draw them on like this, and they always look very natural. It's just that I'm a late person. I'm always late. I have really been giving it, like, I've been trying to be on time lately. It's still not working, so I'm gonna have to go back and figure something out, and because I need to be on time. It's something that I need to do. And putting on makeup puts me behind, but I like putting on makeup, but I don't want, my eyebrows take the longest. My eyeshadow, no time. The little bit of foundation that I do put on takes no time. Lipstick, no time. It's the eyebrows. So the reason why I decided to go ahead and do it is because I want to be able to just get up and go, number one. And then number two, if I'm unable to do my makeup, if you have your eyebrows done and your eyelashes, which I'm not going to do eyelashes because eyelashes are too expensive. But, and too expensive in a sense of you have to get them done every month. But I can just get up and go. So now let's go ahead and get into the card once again. So here, for the first 10 days after service, I have to, after service it says, I have to sleep with a clean bedding. So I have to make sure my bed is clean. And then it says number 2, do not sleep on face or wet pet. So I really don't sleep on my face anyway. Number 3, no products on brows, so you can't put anything on your brows. Number 4, do not rub, pick, or scratch the treated area. I'm going to go back to number 4 and talk about that. Number 5, avoid heavy sweating or gym. I'm not really going to the gym right now, so it don't matter. Number 6, avoid direct sun exposure for 3 to 4 weeks. Not really in the sun. It's not really sunny out here in Southern California either. And then number 7, no facials, Botox, chemical peels, etc. for 4 weeks. So I really don't get any of that anyway, so that should be fine. So now let's get into the peeling. So if you look here, I'm gonna have to look away from the camera over here. So if you look here, you can see that my eyebrows are peeling. Okay, I'm sure you can see that. This one is peeling a little bit more than this one. Now remember, that's because my skin didn't really take it that much on this side. This one, it took it better. But when she comes back to go over them, she'll be able to add more ink here. So you can see the peeling. This is the process when it peels. But I can't touch it. I can't put anything on it. Does it itch? Yes. I just want to be like, but I can't. So what do? I stop thinking about it and I move on. If it gets to a point where it's unbearable, then what I do is I just kind of just touch it a little bit and pat it. And that's it, and then I move on. She told me to do not pick at it. So normally I would have picked this off, whatever that is, and I probably would have picked at some of the parts. But because she said don't pick at it, and I do not want to mess them up, I'm not picking at it. Like, I'm like, whatever, I can wait, what have you. When I wash my face, I have to wash around my eyebrows. So I can't wash my eyebrows just yet. So I just wash around. Wash my T area right here. Wash my eyes. And normally I take water and I splash it on my face. But for now, I just take the towel and then wipe it off. Wipe the soap off around my eyebrows. So all in all, I'm very happy that I decided to move forward with this. I'm very pleased with the outcome. I'm very happy that I decided to do it. And I would recommend, if you're thinking about it, to just go for it. I love them. I think it's a good investment. Once the healing part is over, everything will be normal and fine. I've gotten many compliments. I got a compliment today. One of my employees, he was like, your eyebrows was on point today. I was like, they're going to be on point every day, boo. Boop. But I love them, and that is my journey. I will continue to document or film my journey if you would like me to, just on the whole process. So right now, it'll be 7 days on tomorrow, actually, and then, or it'll be a week come Saturday. So I have a little bit more to go. Of course, I have all of February and then March, and then she's gonna go over them again in April. So I'm just gonna continue to film the process of how it works and all of that good stuff. But like I said, if you're thinking about it, go ahead and do it. Best decision you ever make. If you need to save for it, and go ahead and get it done. Awesome investment. All right, guys, so that is it. Thank you so very much for watching. If you have any questions, definitely go ahead and leave them down in the comment section, and I will see you when I see you. Peace out. Go be great.